Another home game in Carolina.
And we'll see.
How about it? But today, this is a team, and we have made a trade. We have made a trade. You see him on the thumbnail, but you don't know who that is. Not just yet, at least. And you won't actually see him just yet either. But today we versed the Denver Broncos, who are 1-5 and are not a good team at all. And Bryce Young, in the midst of his MVP season,
very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. If he keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well.
And another reason why we're playing so, bro, we literally have a quarterback who's playing at an MVP level. MVP. It feels weird saying it. I mean, how often do I sit there and say I have an MVP level player? You know what I mean?
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role.
I don't think I've had a player in the entire franchise series or any of them that has been playing at an MVP level like Bryce Young is, delivering dimes, man. But we have made a trade. And I was taking a look at it, and obviously it's a DB. We went and got a cornerback. But the thing is, right, Devontae Parker, good grab. Another thing I took into consideration, the Patriots pick. And there is a guy in the draft who looks like he could be a generational talent at the position I was looking to fill. Rashard Bateman can't get there. Because I feel like we signed a right end, obviously, in free agent, Christian Wilkins. He's yet to really leave his mark on the team yet.
It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
It's trap game. I plan to come out and play as good as I have against any other team. But
starters run up the score in the first half, backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way.
We're versing Pat Surtain, quite literally maybe the best cornerback in the league right now.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Alex Singleton, a former Canadian League star, in on the stop. Now a 2nd and 6.
Bryce, Rashard Bateman in the slot is very interesting. He's going to get the ball, and he's going to get another touchdown. Bryce Young continuing this MVP level season.
With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers get the upper hand.
Have I ever had a player win an award? The only franchises that ever went past a season has been Seattle, Carolina, and Jacksonville.
Send this one away. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Broncos.
And we traded our first-round pick, 32, and Dante Jackson
from a whole pack of Badgers came into the league back in 2012.
Byron Murphy Jr.
I like this guy. And
a superstar cornerback who should be able to match J.C. Horn's level. He's 26. He's 2 years younger, and he's got 4 years on his deal. And here's the main thing why, right? That the pick was projected to go 32 because we're obviously undefeated. He's got superstar X Factor. He's 26 years old, and he's under contract until he's 30 years old, which means we don't have to worry about getting a cornerback too.
Last week. Pretty good.
For quite literally, maybe possibly the rest of this series. Byron Murphy will most likely be on this team for the rest of this series until Madden 25 drops. He's a good cornerback too. He's got 92 speed.
On 2nd down now. It's Chambers.
His zone is better than his man. But as you know, I like to do a good mix of both. But I'll definitely improve his man as time comes on. He's got a way better tackle. Frankie Luvu with a sack. Rudy! Like Dante Jackson, he's played good for us. But he's just there are times when that second wide receiver, if we verse a team like the Eagles where they got an A.J. Brown and a Devontae Smith. Devontae Jackson hasn't been able to hold. He's been able to get an interception or two, but he hasn't been able to hold.
In this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
And it feels like he gets targeted out down the field. So I'll bring it in.
Can you gain it? Can you
another top-tier cornerback?
Finishing it off because right now it's out for them.
That's what's going to help our odds.
Young looks to throw on first down.
As Bryce Young continues his MVP season.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
We'll call unnecessary roughness on them, and then we're going to accept that 15 yards extra. Akilla Witherspoon.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high.
And they didn't count that as a consecutive 5-yard pass in the air.
And he didn't on that play.
Hayden Hurst with the catch. Big tight end. He doesn't get a lot of catches as of recently. He's always there, man. He's consistent. He's consistent. And that's exactly what we need out of him. What do I think here? Do I like this play call? I'm gonna have to.
Throwing Young.
And that would have been an interception if it wasn't for Gambit. If it was a normal drag, it would have been a perfect route.
His ability to fit that one in, I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield.
We're going to run it with Miles Sanders. He gets stopped by their X-Factor DT, who I did not know about until I clicked on it. We're going to run this down to the second quarter.
Right around the 5 here brings up third.
What's that? Improved catching? Yeah, I don't like the look, so we're going to run it to the next quarter here.
Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it.
5 yards, yeah, it's going to be tough either way. I think. Let's see what they're drawing up. They're drawing up drag routes, which I don't hate. I actually like it a lot. Mesh spot in this position.
Here's third and goal.
Because
Young. Flush to his right.
Because Bryce Young can scramble too and get in the end zone. Rushing touchdown, Bryce Young.
Bryce Young, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Bryce Young.
Piñeiro's extra point.
Bryce Young, man, let's go. Rushing touchdown. That might be his 3rd or 4th on the season, along with all his passing touchdowns and passing yards and passer rating. He's got the 2nd best passer rating in the league.
The return
bro, he's playing at a legendary level right now. He's playing at Tom Brady level.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team.
And that's why we went and got another guy like that. He can tackle in the open field. Dante Jackson, one of his struggle points was his tackling. He has that guy. Dante Jackson had 47 tackling. Byron Murphy's in the 70s. So it's a.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
He can tackle open in the open field. Dante Jackson usually struggled.
That one good for 13.
And then obviously I put flat zone KO, mid zone KO, because he's a zone player.
Here's Wilson.
As Wilson's not going to be able to complete that. He's a zone guy, and I do run a lot of zone. I want to say it's a near. I want to say it's 60 zone, 40 man.
Equally good.
But I can't be sure on that.
Action with Wilson. Finds Dulcich out left side. And they're
that was just not the right.
As the tackles made at the
He had a clear out route and everything.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I see I'm going to need to get deep zone KO for him, though, because he's in a lot of blues.
At the 35-yard line.
And he just dropped it. He was scared.
That's going to wind up incomplete.
He got scared.
He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee.
Switch to man to man. I expect a pass here, honestly.
Open pass that you blew coverage on. What'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe.
And Byron Murphy makes an impact play in his first game as a Carolina Panther. He makes an impact play as his first game. Russ trying to roll out. He has space. He could have took it, but he decided against it. Gonna throw into coverage, trying to force it to, who is that? Jerry Jeudy? Jerry Jeudy, and Byron Murphy gets it, and he runs it.
45-yard line.
That's why we went and got him, man. He can be a playmaker. As wide receiver 2, he can be a playmaker. And we got Bryce Young with a lot of room downfield. Got one guy to make a miss, and Bryce does it. Touchdown. I almost celebrated way too early there. Bryce Young, a 55-yard run on a read option. He made a man miss, and he took it to the house. He can pass, he can run, he can do anything. Give him MVP.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Miami, we're coming for your record. We want to go 20-0. We want to go 20-0, but actually we would have to go.
You kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now
we'd have to go 21-0.
Scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way
21-0. So we'll be better than Miami. We'll go 21-0.
Right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse.
Jamie Robinson, what a tackle. Can I say, Jamie Robinson has been that guy. He has been that guy. He has been a very consistent player in a sub linebacker spot with him getting interceptions, him getting TFLs. Patrick Queen.
He takes this for 3 to the 20.
He's been a guy, man.
I do know from experience that when you
we're gonna run man to man.
You're now doing the dictating on defense.
Put our corners out there.
Getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature.
No, we could have an interception. J.C. Horn breaks it up. Actually, it was a mixture of J.C. Horn, Patrick Queen, and Byron Murphy Jr.
This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Barkley,
just
good return.
31 here.
We're up 21.
On the return.
Bryce Young is having a day. We're going into 2 clock early. We're going into 2 clock early.
Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10.
Miles Sanders, good run. We're just going to chew clock, honestly. You don't want to give them any time to make any late game heroics, any comebacks. Just put them to sleep. Tuck them into bed.
If they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock.
Put them into bed and wish them off for a good game next Sunday.
First down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
But we still want to make sure we can incorporate some passes in the mix as well.
Young.
Hayden Hurst, good grab for 5 yards.
Underneath to Hurst. So the completion good for just 3.
3 yards,
and
actually.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately.
That's going to be a
that big guy, get a
2-minute warning. 21-0 on the Broncos.
A short gain on 1st down.
2 halfback draw.
2nd and 7.
We're going to switch it to an inside zone because if we can get downfield quick on these dudes.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun.
Miles Sanders makes a man miss. He fights, and he keeps fighting.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now here's Young.
And Bryce Young gets sacked.
They're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
I think he loses the ability now.
The sack there by Rasheed Green. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Gonna run it.
Up the middle.
Miles Sanders gets spearhead tackled. We're gonna run no huddle.
About the 9. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
I don't like these plays. I'm going to let the clock drip, and then I'm going to call a timeout. So I don't really like what I'm looking at here for play clock-wise. I don't feel confident in these plays.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here is Young.
Rashard Bateman, go get it, son! Toddy, number 2 on the day.
Rashard Bateman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers
we're putting the beating on them.
their lead here just before halftime. And Yarrow's extra point.
We're putting the beating on Denver,
and
man.
The route is on here in this first half. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here. All
right, here we go.
He'll just take a knee.
They're going to kneel it out.
Out to the 25.
They're going to kneel it out, and that's going to be it for the first half.
Time running short here,
Defense,
take a knee, and that should
we're versing 1-5 Broncos, so I'm not going to say anything too crazy yet. But Byron Murphy, hey, he's got a couple tackles. He's got an interception. What more can I ask of him? We know they got a pass to get back into it. Expect a lot of medium passes, honestly.
Welcome back. Halftime over.
Because, I mean, they're down. Here's the thing.
Number 3 alongside
if I get another stop, then a score, it's a shutout. It's the end of the episode. And that's about that. And we keep it pushing.
And we are back underway. And we will not see a return to start the half.
Let's see what Russ can do.
Here comes the
Broncos
offensive unit here as he'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah,
Frankie Luvu and Cy Tuttle combined for a sack. Well, we got the guys in coverage, and they're playing good, man.
It all starts with this drive right
What
here.
we talk about.
They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Xavier Woods with an interception.
It's intercepted. Xavier Woods with
2 interceptions on the day. Thank you very much. Hey, hey, hey.
Well, I think everyone who's watching.
Russ is having a bad time. Russ is having a very bad time.
With an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there.
That was just an accurate pass from Bryce Young.
I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today.
Any points results in the end of the video.
Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
But obviously, we're trying to put up more points.
They'll run. It's Sanders. They do
3rd
get a
and 8.
couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, how
See
about
what
the
we
big
got
guy
on it.
there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
To throw, Young.
Go down, Bryce. Woo!
He does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football? And there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is.
I should have hit wide. Zach Allen
goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
See if we can get anything here.
Shotgun snap, and then the give
Miles Sanders going to get a little bit back. 3rd and
15 for a pickup of 4.
3rd and 10.
We think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the
This could be Rashard Bateman, honestly.
In this case, how about the free
What
safety?
is that? Oh, he's blitzing. He's blitzing.
Young to throw it.
Devontae Parker, touchdown. Hey, y'all, hope y'all enjoyed, man. We came out swinging, and we're making Denver feel the pain. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, comment. I'll catch you on the next one, man. See ya.